Okay, so
Uh-huh.
we're diving deep today into this BeautyMap DNA report
Mm.
that one of our listeners sent to us.
Uh-huh.
Um, and it looks like they really want to know what their genes could tell them
Okay.
out
About their skin.
about their skin.
Hmm.
And maybe even this whole genetic biological age thing,
Yeah.
I have to admit, that caught my eye too when I saw it.
It's a really interesting concept. Yeah, the idea that our DNA holds clues not just about our health,
Right.
but also how we age, at least on like a cellular level.
Exactly. And
Okay.
this report claims to unlock all these secrets using the
Yeah.
latest sequencing technology, as it covers over 40 conditions. Just wild.
Wow. Yeah.
So before we get into the specifics, can you just tell us a little bit about this whole genetic biological age thing?
Sure.
How is it different from just like counting candles on a birthday cake?
Well, think of it like this. Chronological age
Hmm.
is simply how much time has passed since you were born.
Okay.
Genetic biological age, on the other hand, looks at these markers of cellular aging within your DNA.
Gotcha.
So one way they measure this is by looking at the length of your telomeres.
Telomeres.
Yeah, which are like protective caps on the ends of your chromosomes.
Oh, interesting.
And they tend to shorten as we age.
So just to clarify for our listeners, that basically means shorter telomeres, older cells.
Exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this report also promises personalized skincare insights.
Right.
So what kind of information are we even talking about here? Can our genes really tell us what products we should be using?
Well, it's not quite that straightforward.
Okay.
While our genes definitely influence things like skin elasticity,
Hmm.
collagen production, and even how susceptible we are to sun damage,
Right.
they're only part of the equation.
Okay.
Think of it like this. Your genes might say, you're predisposed to wrinkles. But if you're diligent about sun protection and you have a healthy lifestyle,
Right.
you might delay those wrinkles significantly.
It's not like a crystal ball,
Eh,
but maybe it's more like a roadmap.
that's a great way to put it.
It shows us like the potential paths, but it doesn't necessarily dictate our destination.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. So this report might reveal, for example,
Hmm.
that you have a genetic variant that makes you more prone to dry skin.
Right.
And I guess that's valuable information because
Mm.
it means that moisturizing should be a key part of
Absolutely.
your skincare routine.
It might even point you toward specific ingredients that could be particularly beneficial for you.
Interesting. Now, you mentioned this report analyzes over 40 conditions.
Yes.
Are we talking about specific skin conditions here?
That's where things get a little murky.
Okay.
The report itself doesn't go into great detail about what these conditions are. It could be anything from like a predisposition to acne or
Uh-huh.
rosacea to a tendency towards sensitive skin.
So there's a lot of room for interpretation.
Yeah.
And I think this is where it gets really interesting for you, our listener. Imagine getting this report back. What stands out to you? What aspects of your skin or your aging process are you most curious about? And how might this information, combined with what we've talked about,
Hmm.
influence your approach to skincare? Maybe it reinforces what you're already doing, or maybe it prompts you to try something new.
It's all about understanding yourself better
Yeah.
and empowering you to make choices that are right for you.
Right. And I think something important to keep in mind here is this report is just one piece of the puzzle.
Absolutely.
You know, your individual genetics are fascinating,
Uh-huh.
but they don't tell the whole story.
They don't.
Factors like your lifestyle, the environment,
Right.
even your skincare routine itself, they all play a huge role.
A huge role, yeah.
So it's like having a conversation with your skin,
I like that. That's a good way to put it.
not just listening to like a genetic monologue.
Exactly. As you delve deeper into this report, I think it's important to remember that knowledge is power. Use this information to make informed decisions about your skincare and overall well-being. But don't feel limited by it.
Yeah.
Ultimately, your beauty journey is your own.
Beautifully put. Thanks for joining us today on this deep dive. It's been a fascinating exploration of DNA, skincare, and the power of informed choices.
It has.